How did Zichka's little spin go?
Not good enough. So he won't play tonight. He's got a shoulder injury that I guess we would term as day-to-day. Yeah.
Tell us about Slaviev.
It's exciting for him. I mean, anytime a guy plays their first game, everybody's happy and emotional for the guy, so it's a great thing. And what I like about it is he's kind of worked his game over the last number of years to the point where he's a legitimate defenseman now that's a bigger guy that's harder to play against, and he's a strong man. But the best part about him is the way his teammates talk about him, and even seeing him in the dressing room this morning. I mean, you love to see the smile on his face, of course, so it's a special night for him.
What do you say to him? What do you want from him kind of tonight?
We keep it simple, just keep your game simple like we've always asked of him to do, and really to embrace it and enjoy the moment. Yeah.
There are those guys who become sort of locker room favorites that everyone's sort of pulling for. And when you talk to guys around the Wranglers, they would have told you Solovyov is kind of one of those guys last season. What makes them that way?
That's a good question. I think it's demeanor a lot, your personality a lot. I think it's your willingness to want to be around each and every teammate, not based on who you are or potentially who you are, if you know what I mean. He's a good man that understands the importance of being a good teammate, I guess. So what I mean by that is he's a guy that will block shots. He'll move the puck quick. He understands his role now. Is he going to make mistakes? Sure, he's going to make mistakes. He's growing and he's learning along the way. Off the ice, the energy, the emotion, the smile that he brings it's infectious for sure.
We've seen a little bit like in the preseason, just sporadic instances with the left forwards the other night. We saw Kadri and Mitchell on the ice 5-on-5 together a few times. Is that something you'd like to experiment with more?
We have in prior games too. We've used the three of them together actually. So we'll see. It's something that we can look at.
What's the key to? We talked about this earlier, but like Nazem finding that offensive game that the team needs. What's the key for him to?
I think Naz has to keep doing what he's doing. Like when you look at our chances, the first 7 games, he's got the most chances from all of our forwards. Like he's around it, and even when you look at our game against New York, I thought he was our best forward. So there's a lot that Naz is doing really well, and now it's just sticking with it and make sure every day he's trying to work on his game a little bit. And he's one of those type of players that when one goes in for him or things start going, they'll come in bunches for him. So I'm not too worried about him because his work ethic has been good.
Yeah. Just with the forwards in general coming back defensively, it's looked like there have been a few breakdowns of late. So where are you hoping they improve on?
It's not necessarily coming back. Like this is one thing we've talked about before. It's what they're doing with the puck that's leading to some of those challenges. So it's something that we're continuing to work on for sure.